All right, there we are. We had some technical difficulties there, but we made it. Hello, my Scorpio friends. I hope that you're having a great time, morning, night, whatever you might be experiencing right now. Let's see. Time is an time is an illusion. So, you know, even though I'm doing this and intending this for the week of March 25th, you could come across this in 3 months, 3 years, 3 weeks, 3 days, whatever, and that message might be better suited for you. Okay, so that's perfectly fine. Um, these messages, it is intended for the general Scorpio population, but that's a huge population, right? So it should be no surprise when, it doesn't apply to everyone. If you are one of those people, it happens. It happens literally to all of us. So, find another reader. If you like my style, find another one of my videos. It might, like I said, it might resonate for you, even if I had done it at a different time. Okay. The first deck that I use here is just a regular playing card deck. I'm waiting for my tarot decks to come in, so um, once those come in, I will be very excited to share those with you. But for now, this is what we're working with. And I'm waiting for, I usually like to have about 5 of these in the first spread. So let's see what Spirit has to bring me here today. Basically, in this first spread, I like to call it, kind of like a setting the stage kind of deal. Seeing what the story is for the people I'm, essentially channeling or feeling the energy of, right? I don't know. I feel like it's a good intuitive way to go. And because these are playing cards, there's a lot of intuition that comes into play here, right? So it might not be just like the normal tarot decks, but for now it's my style. So take it or leave it, my friends. If I'm not for you, I'm not going to take it personally. If I am for you and you want a personal reading, I have personal readings available. Go ahead and send me an email at the email in the description, and I'll get you all set up, okay? All right, we have 2 out right now. Both are in the reverse. So you've got some blocks going on, my friend. What is going on? Okay, we got another that fell out. Oh, there we go. There's that. Another reverse. This one's in the upright. Lots of swords, though. You going through some pain? Some things going on for you, my friend? There we go. Lucky number 5. Another sword in the reverse. My friend, what is going on? Let's take a look. So the first card that came out is the 8 of Swords. Eight of Swords. I'm feeling like you had to leave something behind. That's the feeling I'm getting from here. I know that's not really a normal read for an 8 of Swords, but that's what I'm feeling. You had to leave something behind, like physically move away from this thing. I don't know if you moved towns, states, whatever. If it wasn't a relocation like that, maybe you just stopped going to a particular place because of a particular person. But I'm seeing that you moved away from something, and it doesn't even have to be physically. It could be, a thought pattern that you decided was not for you. If maybe in the past you've been a real negative thinker, you change to a positive thinker, or you've noticed the opposite. Maybe, or maybe you haven't noticed it, but it's happened where, you used to be a really positive, bright, sunny person, and you changed over at some point, not really sure when, and you started letting negativity affect you more, and it affected your perspective, right, of life and of how you approach things. Um, so whatever this movement away from is, um, it's coming up as a block. It's something that, maybe you're feeling really down about. Maybe if you did do that relocation or stopped going a certain place or whatever, um, it could just be as simple as, you're feeling some kind of heartache about that. You left things behind that you didn't want to, and you haven't fully dealt with that within yourself. So there's some healing to be done there, right? Um, I don't know. That's something that I feel like you're gonna have to dive into and um, confront within yourself. Okay, so maybe take a look deeper into that for whoever that's resonating for. Okay, the next one, again, it's a block. It is the Queen of Pentacles. So this queen, I always feel like, regardless of male or female, like queens are in their power. Okay, she, this woman, this woman, as I drop her on the floor, this woman generally knows who she is, right? But this is in the reverse. So I feel like somewhere along the way with this, whatever's going on here, this person lost themselves, or they lost their feminine side, because regardless if you're male or female or identify as such, we all have masculine and feminine within us. So maybe you kind of lost that flow of feminine energy. Maybe you lost your queen if this isn't you. Maybe it was a big love that you moved away from, right? And this person was just a very successful person in the material world, right? But again, it's coming up as a block, so it's something that you need to deal with, because otherwise it's gonna snowball these blocks if you just allow them to be. They don't just go away because we ignore them, right? They don't just go away because we physically move away from them, or because we break up with this person or whatever. It's still going to weigh on us as long as we don't actually deal with it. So deal with these demons, my friend. The next one we have is the Ace of Swords. So the way that I see this one, and again, it's a block. So the way that I see this is that it's the beginning of a communication of, you know, you do need to say some things. I don't know if you need to say some things to this person, or even just, communicating clearly with yourself, right, is what I'm getting. Either way, you're keeping this new communication from happening. You feel the draw to communicate. You feel the need to, whether it's with someone else or within yourself, okay? You feel the need to do it, but maybe you're scared of what you might find there, or you're scared of that person's reaction, or you doubt that it'll go well. That goes back to the mindset we were talking about. If you used to be a really positive person, and you're in this negative Nancy state, right? And it's carrying over into everything. It's not serving you very well. So you need to deal with these things, okay? Next, we have the Five of Swords, and this is in the upright. So generally, to me, this is some kind of action. And I feel like if you haven't taken action on these things yet, you're going to start. It's coming time, and you know it. Not just from me telling you, obviously. Like, you already know this. You're here for an affirmation, and this is the affirmation. Get to work. Get to doing it. Whoever that message is for, I feel like that's going to be a small subset. But that's what I'm getting. So that's what I'm going to tell you, okay? The last one we have in this part of the spread is the Ten of Swords, again in reverse. That's my little reverse marking. So The Ten of Swords is a completion of a cycle, okay? And I feel like, yeah, you've gone through a lot in the recent past, and it all was building towards a completion of a cycle. But you're not really letting this complete yet because you haven't dealt with it. You haven't done the necessary work to really let go and to end whatever this cycle was for you. A lot of pain, I can tell you that much. I don't need to tell you because you know it, you lived it. Maybe you're still living it. Um, but do you see, like, not confronting these things only holds you back? It may hold these other people back too, whoever's involved. But truly, it is holding you back for sure. It's not serving you or doing you any kind of justice. So it's time to take some action, okay? We're going to leave that part of the spread there. Again, maybe you resonated with it, maybe not. It's just kind of setting the foundation for whoever needed to hear that, okay? And then we're going to move on. So this next part, I do have like an archangel guidance deck. And with this, I feel like no matter your beliefs, this is a time for the angels, the divine, whatever deity you might worship, the collective spirit or energy, etc., whatever you believe. That higher power, though, it's that time for them to really communicate with us. We'll take it. To communicate with us and to give us that guidance, to, let us know, here's a little nudge, go try this, go do this. Maybe put a little bit more focus in this area, right? Just more direct communication than what my intuitive first part is. And it is especially intuitive because it doesn't have all of the nice, beautiful depictions on the normal tarot decks, right? So take it as you will. Take it as it resonates. Don't try to stretch anything for yourself. Just take it as it honestly resonates for you, okay? So we do have 3 cards out. Let's check them out. The first one that came out is Peace. And on that card is Archangel Azrael. And that's Azrael, okay? It says, release the past. There is more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. Really, you guys, like, I couldn't have said that any better. There are things that you need to deal with and let go. This will help you to release the past because I do feel like you're still holding on to it, right? That's why it's not completing. There's more enriching future coming. So if there is some kind of fear that's keeping you in all of this, if there's some kind of doubt, or you're just stuck in your negative mindset, right? Any of the above, or whatever you see in your life that's really holding you back in this area, there's better on the horizon, okay? You just have to get through this first. You have to complete this cycle in order to move on, okay? All right. The second card out is the 5 of Raphael. So Raphael is cups. We haven't seen that thus far in your spread. This card says, everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. Beautiful. In everything, even when there are massive amounts of pain, there is always a silver lining. There's always something beautiful to see. If you're stuck in a negative mindset, you're less likely to see it, right? Everything happens for a reason. And when it's painful and when it's hard, a lot of times it's just a lesson that we need to learn. And if we don't learn it in that cycle, we're going to learn it in a cycle down the road, okay? So again, it's another urging to dive deep into these issues so that you don't have to repeat it. You don't have to keep going over and over and over again before you can end this cycle for real, okay? All right. The next one, 8 of Ariel. She's pointing something out for him. He's already reading this book. It's already divinely planted in front of him. There's, this like golden light coming out at him. But she's like, just in case you're not seeing this, check this out. Okay. So this card says, take great pride in your excellent work. practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. So, yeah, once you do take this action and you're starting to move forward, you're doing good things, my friend. Um, I sense this more as an encouragement for you. Like, look, if you do these things, like, there's great things, and we saw it in the first one too. Like, there are great things coming for you. You do excellent work when your mind is there and when you have that intention. You do great work, and you end up in beautiful places. So, do it. That's all I can say. That's all they keep telling me. Just do it. Do the hard work and it'll pay off, okay? I promise. Even if it's not like right away, it does pay off, okay? All right. So the first deck lays the foundation. The second deck gives us some divine guidance. The third deck, I feel like, is okay. Let's start with, it's called Dear Universe, and it's by Sarah Prout. So check her out if you are at all interested. But with this third deck, what I like to do is bring us to a focus, okay? I always say, because it is worded as like a prayer or an intention, direct communication with the universe, right? It's like the universe guiding us to how to speak to the universe about how to get to where we want to be in the universe, okay? So take that as you will again, but let's see what we can get from the universe to speak to the universe. And if any of that sounded super crazy, hang in there for however long it takes to shuffle these, hopefully 30 more seconds. And once one card pops out, we will take that and it'll come together, I hope. It'll make more sense. If it sounded crazy. If it already makes sense, cool. Awesome. We're on the same wavelength. One card, please, for our friends on this video. One card for us, please. Spirit, Universe. Lots and lots and lots. All right, let's try it again. Probably because I said 30 seconds. I say it and they're like, watch this. Holy cannoli. They either pop out a whole bunch or nothing. One card for us, please. And I don't like taking off the top because it's like, I don't know. I like the spirit to call it out, This one's definitely for you. It's just how I always imagine it. I don't know. Maybe it's just late and my mind's getting goofy. Wow. I swear, you guys, this does not usually take this long. It's all that stubborn energy, I bet. Okay. All right. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. It just waited for a good one, that's all. It says, Dear Universe, may the energy of abundance be all around me and in my heart always. So be it, so it is. I always hold it up in case seeing it does something for you, maybe ingrains it a little bit more in your mind. I don't know. I feel led to, so I do it. That's how I roll. Let's read it one more time. Dear universe, may the energy of abundance be all around me and in my heart always. So be it, so it is. Beautiful. Beautiful way to end this read. I hope it was helpful. I know there's a lot going on in your life right now. If you're still with me, I hope that brought you some peace. And yeah, I hope it gave you some guidance. That's my whole purpose here, okay? If you did enjoy this read, please do like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button if you want to be included on my lives in the future. And I hope to see you again, my friend.